Um, I still feel like there's so much. I don't feel safe. Like it's crazy. The amount of stuff with my parents, my dad. Um, shit. I need a. You see how different the lighting is? Like the lighting can make everything so different. Um, so many texts. Again, I could go over all these texts from today, and it would just be like undeniable proof again. The problem is like once I read them, I get emotionally triggered like almost instantly, and that emotion clouds everything and makes it go off into the trauma and shit. So, uh, and then I'm like, is it even worth putting myself through? Like everything's already been proven. I get like inundated with so many proofs. I'm like, fuck, forget all this. And then it's like I can't even afford to. And then I know with the triggers, if I go back and put the text, I'll get instantly overwhelmed, too emotional. There's just too much pain tied to it. That's the whole thing. That's always been the reason why my parents could have that leg up because they didn't have any of those pains or anything being prodded at to take advantage of. So without those pains like in the way to like they don't really have much in the way, compared to me. Then they could just like take any point and just start there, not care that like everything I said before just gets ignored. And then he just picks up at a different point, starts talking about something else. And then it just keeps going, and like all the stuff from the past just ignored and just denied, like it never happened. I was gonna make this just a total, trying to make this a positive and not. I mean, I'm still trying to be positive, but I wasn't gonna talk about this. But yes, it always has to come. I'm gonna show. I don't know. I want it, but I need to. I have to actually express the things if it has to come because I can't afford to have the things pile up too at the same time. It's a really difficult position to be. All right, I'm gonna just put this. Should I start a new stream and do plants? I want to just chill, and just observe the plants and have peace. I could have just done that without. If I didn't do a stream, I probably could have at least had like 10 minutes just observing the strawberry, the beauty of the strawberry. Even I appreciate every plant that I have. I think is beautiful. The tomato plant is actually. I wonder. I don't know how much of the curling of the leaves is normal though. It's all energy. The life energy of all these things. It's palpable. I can feel it always. My parents acted like you can't feel these things. They acted like sun wasn't important, like sleep wasn't important. What kind of a parent would do that? What kind of a parent would ignore sleep? Hello? Am I the only one who thought this is horrible? Apparently, forever. I was talking about nobody listened to me. We go back to the sleep deprivation days. It was years and years and years of under an hour. Does anyone have any idea what that would be like? 'Cause nobody's done the math to add up all these things of my whole life. Nobody except for me. That's why everything is the way it is. See, I did the math and I understood what was happening and every effect that these things would have, including a severe lack of sleep. Of course, that's going to be extremely detrimental. And somehow my mind, I was still like, it's such a testament to like what I could have been. Because I fucking, not only did I survive, but I managed to fucking not go insane. And I tackled every single detail. And I stayed on top of it. And I still have it in me, like prepared to fight at all times and protect myself and go over every possible detail that he would flip on me. Like that's how bad it is. This is a lifetime that I'm carrying all this stuff, and I can't let go and actually heal because my parents are still alive and still do these things. You understand? So it all makes perfect sense. They would want you to believe like that that's the horrifying thing. They would flip everything and have this whole thing as if I'm like some yeah. I've spoken about it. I don't want to set myself off into um I'm just gonna try to like I was doing. I'm gonna point the camera at the plants and then we can just chill there. Or I can, or whoever, if there's anybody cool, you can chill with me. Really beautiful how that color came in. The strawberry was like greenish. I'm making a time lapse of it actually. The uh the chrysalides, also called they call them chrysalis, but you can call them chrysalides too. They're still what happens is like the butterflies or the caterpillars are basically like dormant in that stage. So it was like 7 days about where they're just like not even doing anything and it's just developing for them. I mean, there's not much to be like to really witness during this time until they emerge. The next one I would want to get are monarch butterflies because those are beautiful. I mean, those are the next level. They completely, I mean, the whole thing. Monarch butterflies, like from start to finish, are like 10 times the beauty of like the painted lady. Like even the caterpillars themselves look just gorgeous. You guys ever see a monarch butterfly? And they're gorgeous. The green on the caterpillar too, and just like it's just a completely different thing. And I actually managed to save. Oh, I gotta be careful. That's the thing about having it here. I don't want to knock it. Any kind of, you have to be careful not to hit these things so they dangle at all. It is fragile. Although they are built to last in nature anyway. But still, you have to be careful. I treat these like babies. I saved the two of them. Felix is the last one that was 3 days late. And wait, did I put comments allowed on this? I don't know. Are comments allowed? It doesn't matter anyway. Like, never get good comments. Um, that's kind of also like it had to be primarily documenting because first of all, there's nobody to trust. second you get all the people, like I've witnessed everybody. uh, yeah, whatever. Saved Felix 3 days late, and then immediately, basically immediately, once I moved that dude, like immediate pupation, like immediately, right into like almost immediately, right into the J form, and then pupation, which is really cool because I thought I was gonna die in there for 3 days trying to find a spot. I think there was too much webbing, and then somehow that probably got in the way, and then somehow there wasn't enough space. Unless it's just maybe it was just weak and like younger or something. I don't know. But I learned a lot from the experience to save the one that fell too. Why do I have this on my face the whole time? I should show them. At least compared to being so much. It's a lot lately. Well, it's always been lately. Like stupid to even say because it's been a lot though forever. But how the fuck, man? I can't believe the guy just flipped the whole equation. Because then it's like, dude, I do everything I can to employ the scientific method, and then this guy just piles things and changes details. How am I supposed to do the scientific method? It's like I had a retard like on top of me, just sitting on me, and then just like rambling. Like didn't understand anything, but like had to insist on doing everything his way. And when I proved to him and I explained I was patient for like a billion years, and I like stand up for myself in the end. That's what I'm saying. Then it looks like I'm the bad guy trying to like stand up for myself and not take like the abuse and the gaslighting and like lying to my face trying to say you're helping and like all this weird stuff, man. It's there you can kind of see. Can you see in there? Not really. Not really. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you're like at that stage at that point. But then, yeah, over here, then we have Felix in this one, which is still just the same. Um, Basically the same looking. It's so much cleaner in there. Like, look how it's clean. It's perfectly clean. He like snapped off like the black part. I forget what that's called, but like everything is perfectly clean. Compared to the other guys, which made a giant mess. And then there's this guy way back here that I saved because he fell out. Wait a minute. See? This dude is hanging. This one dude is hanging on the cup. It's the best I could do, and I'm not sure if he's gonna make it or not because he fell fell and hit his head on the thing. Although that happens in nature too, like they fall from their spots too. But then in moving it, I'm not sure if it will survive or not, but we'll see, I guess. But it's good I got it back up to a spot where it can get its head out in emergence. So then Felix will be fine, and then these other guys will be fine too. It's just that one you have to keep an eye on when that happens. So, well, I'll be right back. Oh, is the mic on? I'd rather look at myself than the camera lens. You guys don't. You're not speaking to me, so. Oh shit! Watch this. No way, bruh. That's so cool. That's actually fucking dope. That's my begonias. Where? How do I get? How can I show the? That's so cool though. Look at my begonias. Scarlet begonias. Uh, wow. The things you can do with technology these days. That's bizarre, man. So I can do that with any picture on a fucking live stream too, on the camera. What the? Hello? Hello? Wait, all right, are we back now? Are we back? Let me know in chat if we're back. Why don't I ever see anyone on this YouTube channel chatting with me? Like, at least on the other places, I got chats and people I know. The only place. Like, even if I'm trying to interact with you guys, at times I'm like trying, I'm not trying to go into my documenting and speaking on my life and all the stuff I can't help with myself from talking about. Then I'm like, even if I'm not doing that, and I try, you guys, like, none of you, I see people watching, but then nobody's chatting. So that's like, it's even more like, what the fuck, man? What is that? That doesn't make, how did that even happen? That's crazy. Does it still have the green screen on or something? What the? We got like, green screen on or something. Here we go. That's the strawberries. Look at how healthy that looks. Isn't that beautiful? Now, look at that. That is a healthy strawberry growing right there. That's beautiful. I don't care what anyone else says. To me, that is beautiful. And to the right of that, we got a tomato plant that's like a foot tall so far. And then we got to the side of that magnolia. Where are those magnolias? No, I forget. Oh, it's another one that starts with M. And we have to the side of that snapdragons, which are like full, it's just full of buds, but nothing's blooming right now. I didn't know that that the tomato plant has flowers too. I mean, I'll show that. I could show that too. Yeah, it's got new flowers coming up top. I just need to be sure if the tomato plant is not. There has to be. I hope it's completely healthy because I don't know if the curvature of the leaf not that much. I think it's still good. It might be a typical thing. I have no idea because the tomato plant is new for me. So all the other plants I'm pretty familiar with that I've talked about. Strawberry is new to me, but it's working fine. Everything usually works pretty fine. So hopefully I just get a bunch of strawberries. I don't know how many strawberries you usually get or how big it gets either. But it's looking good so far. Uh, I feel like I get the energy from the plants as well. And then it's reciprocal. And they love my uh, carbon dioxide. We have that symbiotic relationship together with the plants. They breathe in what we give out, and we breathe in what they give out. I mean, they don't breathe. I don't know if I said they breathe, but they don't actually breathe, obviously. Anyway, yeah, that's why most often I would just not. I would think the best way to do the streaming is when I was already in somehow in a good mood, and then I set like a timer, and then I just had a quick exit before I messed it up. Because it would have to not affect my overall mental state as it was going to be anyway, and it always does have an effect. It steers the thought pattern in a different direction. It's crazy though. I haven't watered that in a while, and it does look very dry. But the plants look very happy to me and healthy, regardless. So, and everything looks good. So I don't think it needs. I think very soon I will give it water. But uh, the feel I have right now is it's good. I do everything by feel, and it works out for me. With all the plants, they all end up healthy and well by my feel. It was that you see, that's the kind of thing that my parents would have fucking stopped had they been able to control like this too. They would have said, "No, you can't. You're not allowed to use your gut or your feel." Meanwhile, it's guided me forever, and it's been the right thing. How could you be against the thing that's always right innately? Like, there's this thing inside of us. There's this gut, at least for me. That gut is important. You have to trust your gut. You have to learn what the gut. I mean, it really is simple, but it's. I think things can get in the way. But for me, it's like so in tune. But then for other, yeah, I think things get in the way when forgot to turn the volume off. Well, I was talking about the importance of the gut and how even here with the plants, like the gut feeling is what allows me to have every plant be healthy and just the feel I have for the plant. That's how everything works because I don't do anything any other way. I just do it by feel. That's also what I do with guitar. It's all by feel. Those are the most primary. The more I can focus on the feel and go with the feeling of it and be in it and feeling it, and that also makes everything much better. And then yeah, just everything goes right. But then my parents are that opposing force, always against the gut. Why? Why is that though? You know, I'm just like talking to like how like kids pop on here. They're like, "Holy crap!" Like I can imagine, like even like that short with the great white egret eating the bullfrog. I can imagine. I can imagine the kids are like, the kids be like, "Whoa, let's go over to this guy's channel." And it's like this dude. It's like it's like all this stuff going on. Like talking about like weird stuff. So there you can see from I don't know how I had it. Amazon Prime. That shouldn't be my. Oh man, if I messed up the camera view here, just because I wanted to get. Yeah, I should use that next time. That's fucking crazy, man. I bet you that's a great time lapse. I just use those boxes just to I just get any box and put pots on there to get them closer to the light, depending on if they need it or not. You know, if I feel they need more light, then I'll put another box there or something. Yeah, man. If I would have to make a video. It's really messed up to do it at this age and so late. Like I'm thinking, like, man, I wish I could actually finish each sentence that I have in my head. I have like a billion things, and I can only say that, and then I'm trying to remember things in my head and think about that stuff while I'm trying to finish the sentence. It just doesn't work, basically. Yeah. Well, usually I can bypass that anyway. but sometimes I mean, like you just get around. Anyway, whatever. Start talking and driving myself crazy that way. I might play some music while I'm doing the live stream since I am live stream. I'm just making stuff up now. But it's a good. It was. I was just. I was gonna play the other song, and I started making stuff up.